from literal $1 edits, working our way up slowly until we eventually hit $1,000 edits. Let's get into it because it's a pretty fun video. Now, this video is sponsored by Filmora. Let me tell you a little bit about them before we get on to the main edit. You can see in the background for the $1 edit that I paid for, the editor is using a competitor software, which is a lot more complex. And to even do a simple cut, you're going to see shortly, they make it overly complicated. It can be overwhelming as a beginner, and Filmora makes it way easier. You can even record the gameplay you want to edit using Filmora. It is an all-in-one, easy-to-use software. This is what it's going to look like on a competitor software when you're still a beginner.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Or I can introduce you to Filmora, and even as a beginner, you're gonna have an amazing time making a much higher quality edit. Let's be honest, what we just saw, there's a lot missing. Nothing actually happened. We could improve it easily by having effects, timing, and sound design. And let me just show you all of those and how easy they are to do in Filmora. Let's start with effects and music. Using literal AI in 2 seconds built into the software, we can generate different montage musics that I can immediately use. I'm listening to a couple. Gotta decide on which one I want. And just like that, now we have the music. We're gonna re-add the clip, and we're gonna literally drag onto Reyna's head, and Filmora will automatically process Reyna's motion tracking. Now I even want to add a crosshair just for a little bit of flair. I can generate a sticker using AI. I literally just said, give me a red cross with an empty middle, and bam. And then I drag drop, and it'll automatically motion track that as well. And what's crazy is we're still not done. You can see the motion tracking worked flawlessly, but let me show you split screen. By adding dragging and dropping, literally drag and drop, I get an easy 2-point split screen. I choose the 2 clips I want on either side, and just like that, we have a $15 Filmora edit. For $15, I'm not complaining. There's also a $1,000 edit that's edited on Filmora, but first let's look at the $100 edit. We'll watch it through, then I'll review it.
Oh my gosh. This shows. Holy shit, I just hit a clip!
One enemy remaining.
Hey, what the fuck?
One enemy remaining.
Hey,
no closure. I'm colder. She getting nothing, Joker.
One enemy remaining.
oh, guys. Oh, nice job.
The guy could be up from here.
Ah, yeah.
Was that crazy or what?
You getting nothing, Joker.
Enemy killed.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Girl.
Okay, I think for this edit, so keep in mind all of the editors that I had doing this this challenge, they all got the exact same set of clips, right? So they all got the exact same set of clips, and I think this one by far it's the longest montage that was submitted. There's definitely a lot going on, a lot of effects, a lot of flashy plays, but it's not overly complex as well. It does that kind of basic montage flair edit. I do like how the music dips to have Zero, which is all the clips here are by a Radiant named Zero. I like how the audio dips so we can hear Zero's reaction stuff. It makes the clip feel more alive for sure. And I do think overall it is a decent quality edit. I guess the only thing maybe it lacks is some creativity, right? Because like I said, it's using a lot of the normal montage style tropes, which to some people that's all they'd want. I don't think, again, I don't think it's bad at all. However, we need to see how it stacks up to the next edit, which is 250. Okay, for this next edit, it's also not perfect. Actually, I'm finding that if some of the good of the 100 and some of the good of the 250 were mixed together, it would be a good edit. Now, what this edit does right is that there's something called like a lead up, which we can see here. It's as if the music is getting prepared for a lot longer than immediately starting, like chasing down this clove, and then the real edit sort of starts. There's a lot of flash going on. To be honest, this edit would be a lot better without this gradient. I really don't like this gradient unless we were going for like a Neo Frontier cowboy, like it was about the skin or some sort of specific theme. There's a nice little, you know, nod to Zero, like I said, to the Radiant himself. Overall, though, it's not perfect, but this is what we get for $250. And finally, we get to see the $1,000 edit.
Watch this!
And it's literally a perfect loop as well. The editor absolutely cooked with this final montage. There's a ton of creativity. The music changes more than once. We have muting in the background, a ton of more creative effects, and the entire thing builds up and slows down in extraordinarily smooth ways. Also, this part here that you're seeing with the text is because I told the editor to make it all on Filmora. Keep in mind, he's never used Filmora before, and this is what he cooked with it. The only thing done outside Filmora is just the 3D jet model. That has to be done on something like Blender because that's 3D, it's a little bit different, but everything else was done within Filmora for the first time, and he himself was praising the software, which is absolutely huge considering he never used it, and said he wants to keep using Filmora himself, and he's my main editor, so that should say a lot. Here in the background, you're quite literally seeing him do the entire montage from scratch using Filmora because we wanted to prove that he actually did it. So poor guy filmed the entire process on his own. And there's more features than I could cover in a single video. For example, easily being able to do subtitles, which is of course very popular and needed for a lot of YouTube videos, as you can see here.
Don't check me, don't check me, don't check me, don't check me. Oh my god, wait, don't check me. Please don't check me.
Obviously, like I said, Filmora, one of the best editing softwares on the market. And if you're ready to take your gaming edits to the next level, download Filmora today and enjoy discounts starting at 20% off. It's beginner friendly, packed with pro tools, and it will have you editing like a pro in no time. I can promise that. Use Filmora to create your own $1,000 level montage and tag me in it. I'd love to see what people come up with, and maybe I can make another edit kind of competition video with a lot more submissions. And again, thanks to Filmora for sponsoring today's video.